Today is June 18th, 2026, and I am stating the date because I did something today. I have been kicking around in my head the idea of a book for a long time, and I'm still kicking around the idea. I've not written a book, but I did not want to do a cookbook. There's tons of cookbooks, and so many recipes are found online now, and the traditional way of getting them is kind of going out of fashion. Although I still love them and I still collect them and I have loads of them. But that's not what I wanted to do. I would love to have a cookbook to share my family recipes with our next generations. Don't get me wrong, that will probably also be included. It's in my brain somewhere. But I also wanted to pass along information that I know and practice on a daily basis with our kids, our family, our cousins, our people, because I am noticing a disconnect with the younger generations, that they are all ramen noodles and DoorDash, and that's great, super convenient, not very healthy, but also not sustainable. It gets very expensive very fast. My daughter could probably order DoorDash 3 times a day or more if we let her do that. So absolutely not. Someday she's going to have to know how to feed herself, how to feed her family. They're going to need to know how to feed their family, and so on and so forth. So my very first downloadable PDF that I've been working on for a few weeks now is called The Everyday Food System, and I have launched it. It's live. I downloaded it onto Etsy. It's a downloadable PDF. You can find the link in my bio and download it yourself if it's something that you're interested in. It's gonna quickly be followed up by part 2, which you don't need for part 1. Part 1 is a practical binder for planning meals and organizing food. What I'm trying to put together is a binder, a physical binder, not a digital one, because digital isn't always available, but that includes how to go about planning your meals according to the seasons, according to your life cycle, what's going on with your kids, if you're in baseball season, if you're a single person, if you are an elderly couple, if you have a huge family, if you live in the middle of the city, if you live off grid. All sorts of things make up a family unit these days, and a ton of people do not know how to organize their food systems, how to purchase things, how to even just make a meal plan that's farther out than today. Maybe they run to the grocery store and they buy a bunch of things that they like, and then they don't know how to put them together into a cohesive plan on what to eat on a daily basis. And you get the constant question, what's for dinner? What's for dinner? What are we having for dinner? Or whatever meal is your main meal of the day. Maybe you're a shift worker and you get off and your first meal of the day is dinner, and that's not a big deal, but breakfast is your big meal of the day. Who knows? Everybody's life is different. People work all sorts of different shifts and hours. But I wanted to help design a system that is functional for each individual lifestyle, whatever it is that you have going on in your life, and that's going to change from month to month, week to week, year to year, decade to decade. And so many of our younger generations, and even people my age that didn't grow up or become a professional in the food industry, don't understand how to do. A lot of people don't know how to cook. A lot of people don't know how to plan. A lot of people don't know how to put that together. What I'm trying to do is not teach you how to cook, for instance, teach you how to plan, all of those types of things. I'm trying to cause you to have less friction in the decision-making process of how to put that together. So my new PDF download discusses how you can use an afternoon of planning to set yourself up a gift. Here you go, where all those decisions have been made for the next month. Those groceries have been thought about and sorted, purchased, set aside, and you're good. You can prep it out ahead of time. You can make it as you go. You can swap things around. It accounts for picking up a pizza on the way to the ball field because you don't have time to cook tonight, all while saving you money. And then I'm going to branch off into that vein into other directions. I'm going to cover preserving, I'm going to cover canning, I'm going to cover gardening, I'm going to cover how to have a well-stocked pantry, all those types of things in subsequent downloads. But those types of systems and putting those together and how to budget are things that I want my kids to know, and they know some of that stuff. They've seen me model it, but they've not had to do it themselves. They don't have kids of their own. They're not all even out of high school yet. So someday I might not be around anymore, and they'd be like, you know what? Mom said something about this. They can pull a book out, look at it, and see what I had to say about it, and then make it their own and make it fit their life. So I'm super excited. I feel like I've given birth to something today that maybe no one will ever download and use, but it's been knocking around in my head, and now it's an actual thing online, and I've put it out for the world to see, and hopefully it will help other people as well. Have a great day.